All right, we're debugging randomrooms.app. Let's enter a random room and we can figure out what I'm talking about. Okay, so the problem is when I'm moving around in my world, I look up in the left and the hamburger menu does
The
not
front end
toggle.
renders 3.js.
Terry, please be quiet. He talks too much. So we need to figure out a way to toggle that hamburger menu on and off. So if I go over here and I type in the chat bot and I go, hey, my random rooms front end button does not fold underneath the options for the hamburger button. It needs a toggle. I'm just going to let him know that. I use Codex for my chatbot. I have the $20 a month subscription plan, and it has worked so far for me really well. I have 26% of my usage left, and I've been coding all day. So it pretty much is a great value, is what I would highly suggest Codex. I know a lot of people use Claude, but to each their own. Yeah, so classic CSS toggle, it's fixed. So what I'm going to do now that it seems like it's going to be fixed, the git diff, it added that in. So git add copy paste fix toggle hamburger. Okay, and sign the git commit. There we go. So that is pushed. Now I'm going to go over to my repos and show you how that works. Let's go to, okay, so it already pushed right there. It's going to package that stuff up and push it into my dev ECR repo. When that is done, and it looks like it's, okay, so it built the image and it's pushing it into dev any second now. We could possibly go over to our Argo CD. Let's set up our Argo CD so we can see it kind of roll out too. So I'm going to run that. It's going to pull up the Argo CD for both the prod and the dev, but we're just looking at dev first, of course. So let's go over here and copy the dev values. That would be this one right here. Go over to our Argo right here. Of course, I'm admin because I'm cool. That's actually the prod one. And then paste that value in. Okay, so it's already picked up the change and it's progressing my random rooms front end. As you check out, it has our pod here. It's added it in. Our image updater picked it up in our new ECR repo. Notice that there was a new image to deploy. So it's spinning that out, and I think it might have a rollout configured on it, but I saw it suspended for a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so it says that it's healthy, and it's doing a suspension on it to change the services so that a new service points to the new rollout. So that's going to be suspended for about 30 seconds, I think it is. Okay. So once that has cleared up and it's not suspended or progressing at all, we can go over to our dev.randomrooms.app that I have set up. It's a different CloudFront pointing to a different load balancer for the dev environment, and we should be able to check out if the hamburger button works. Where are we at? Is it good? Yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay, so let's go over to random rooms. We're going to random room. Ooh, it's already off. Okay, so let me see if it goes on and off. Ooh, oh, it works. Okay, go. Let's mute Terry real quick because he talks too much. Okay, so this is great. So that works. So what we need to do now is go to Argo CD, and we're going to go to the dev one, and we're going to promote that image. So we're going to go over here, copy. I missed one letter. This is the only thing I don't like. I might have to get like a VPN so that I don't have to do this. Paste that in. Okay. We're going to go to our workflow, promote latest dev image, and let's submit the workflow for the service that we're using, which is Random Rooms front end. It's a dev targeting the prod. We're going to submit it. It's going to check out our K8 repo and update it with the SHA of the dev selected image because our dev and our prod share the same ECR repos. Okay, so it's loading now. Hopefully it goes green. Only a few more seconds. Let's pull up the repo where it's going to be anyways. Let's go over here. And yep, K8s, it just hit it real quick. Let's look at the pull request that it made. Chore, random runs front end, promote image to prod. Here's the image SHA that it wants to promote. So you can see the change right there. All you got to do is squash and merge. Okay. So that has now been merged. It is going to change the K8's value. We should go over to our prod Argo and see that roll out. So we're going to grab that value real quick. That would be over here and log into the prod Argo. Cool. So let's try to find random rooms. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're going to sync that and it should be able to pick it up. It does auto sync, but I don't feel like waiting around. Okay, so it's picked it up and it's doing a rollout now. It is creating a new replication set with the new pod any second now. I think what it does is like suspends the service and like keeps a hold of it, and then it creates a new replica set, and then it goes and grabs a new pod. There we go, grabs the pod. It just pulled, I guess it pulled the new image is what it was waiting for. But we can look into more. I don't know that much about Argo rollouts. I just know like some basic concepts of it. I noticed that you can do regular deployments where you just spin up the new replica set, and whenever it's ready, we can start feeding traffic to it. But that doesn't actually work for like Canary deployments and such. So if this was actually a real prod environment, I'd like to start using that. So the pod is ready. The suspension is slowly moving the traffic over. We don't have that much traffic, so it's not that big of a deal, but we're ready when we're ready, Okay, and a few more seconds, we're gonna go back and check out the random rooms toggle button. Okay, it's done. Let's go over here and we're gonna refresh my page. Ooh. Okay, so we are on random rooms prod, right? Because there's no dev, and the button is working. There we go. We fixed a bug, tested it out in dev, and promoted it to prod using my workflows that I've set up. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to talk about this anytime. This is my special interest. So, yeah, other than that, let's play around the world. Okay. All right, that was fun. I'll see you guys in the next one.